The battlefield buzzes with the wing beats of a trillion swollen flies. Bloated and mutilated plague marines march beneath a pathogenic haze, striding forwards slowly and purposefully, unleashing precise salvos of disease projectiles. The obscuring swarms follow their foes' return fire, and whatever clots of contagions their desperate shots manage to clear away are filled moments later by yet more hovering insects. Amidst the droning miasma, the Death Guard stride on, at one with the crawling horror surrounding them. As the horrifying cloud washes over the enemy, their warriors retch and claw at their skin. The Plague Marines exploit the distractions ruthlessly, cutting down their stricken foes and leaving nothing but rotting corpses in their wake. What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist here today to let you guys know that Grotmas has started. If you guys are unaware of what this is, GW has basically said that every faction in 40K will be getting a new detachment this month. And since today is December 1st, we have Grandfather Nurgle blessing us with a new detachment for the Death Guard. So let's go ahead and check out what new things they have in store in this article. So the article continues on by saying that the Death Guard infantry take advantage of their verminous haze to scout at the beginning of battle to benefit from being harder to hit. The detachment's enhancements and stratagems explore the narrative further with the likes of their rejuvenating swarm ability, where a warrior can call upon the swarm to rejuvenate their contagion by regaining all of its lost wounds at the end of each phase. Stratagems like the droning horror allow the Death Guard to gain benefits from the distractions that this swarm will cause to their enemy. So that is a very fluffy way of saying that there's going to be new rules to give them an ability to heal their wounds. So let's go ahead and look at this detachment known as the Fly-Blown Host. So again, the Verminous Haze is an ability that allows Death Guard infantry units that are not embarked within a transport this scout ability and stealth ability. So we all know how slow and durable the Death Guard are, so with this you can kind of get into better positions and survive long enough to kind of walk off the field. I don't know if that's better than not just go ahead and giving them rhinos to ride in, but at least it's something if you don't have a highly mechanized list. Looking at their enhancements, they also have the Droning Chorus, which gives Death Guard infantry models who have ranged weapons the Assault ability for 15 points. And lastly, we have the Rejuvenating Swarm for only 10 points. With a hacking prayer to Nurgle, this warrior can call upon the swarm. Buzzing clumps of plague-bearing flies settle upon his bloated form and vomit streams of rejuvenating contagion into festering wounds. This is only for Death Guard infantry models again, and at the end of each phase, the bearer regains all of its lost wounds. This is pretty good. Being able to go up to full wounds is crazy, but it's only for a single infantry model, so probably you want to give this to, I don't know, a Terminator Lord or something like that, and that just means that you have to kill him in an entire phase, or else he's just gonna keep on coming back to life. Now, of course, there's much more information on this below, so again, check the description so you get the link so you can get the full lore on this new detachment. So now let's go ahead and go on to the second detachment that was revealed on December 2nd, that of the Lion's Blade for the Dark Angels. There is no more significant duty to the inner circle of the Dark Angels than the pursuit and capture of the fallen. A Lion's Blade task force combines the speed and maneuverability of the Raven Wing with the obdurate might of the Deathwing. The bikes, aircraft, and speeders of the former thunder across the battlefield, smashing through enemy formations to place teleport homers in key positions behind enemy lines. And then comes the Deathwing, appearing in crackling flashes of blue light to enact retribution with brutal efficiency. Dark Angel players will be using the Raven Wing models to pin down their enemies in the Lion's Claws, a detachment rule that forces units to fall back from them and take desperate escape tests. The Deathwing then earn their +2 to their charge rolls whenever their target is within engagement range of a Raven Wing unit. The enhancements and stratagems in this detachment continue this joint cooperation theme, With the Fulgus Magna Teleport Homer, a Deathwing character can place themselves and their unit back into strategic reserves so as to rapidly redeploy Terminator units. With focused determination, the Raven Wing can also use the Knights of Iron stratagem to move through terrain features that would normally have shielded their targets. So basically what this means is that this is going to be an army-wide ability to help both Terminators and the fast-moving units such as speeders and bikes. You're going to move fast and hit hard and allow yourself to kind of redeploy and put your Terminators where you need them the most. So now let's go ahead and actually look into a couple of these rules to get a better feel for this detachment. So their detachment rule is that of in the lion's claws. Those unfortunate enough to be caught between the devastating speed of the Raven Wing and the adamantine might of the Deathwing are pinned in place and torn to shreds by their combined fury. Each time an enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, with an engagement range of one or more Raven Wing units falls back, all models in that unit must take a desperate escape test. When doing so, that enemy unit is battle shocked and you subtract 1 from each of those tests. Also, each time a Deathwing unit from your army declares a charge, if one or more of those units are within engagement range of one or more Raven Wing units, you add 2 to the charge. Now they do say that there is also a restriction to this, and that is that your army can only have Dark Angels, but it cannot have any Adeptus Astartes units from any other chapter. So again, chapter specific. I don't know why they had to put that in there, but just in case you don't know, now you know. Detachment rule, I mean, it's alright. I mean, if you do play a mix of either Deathwing and Raven Wing, it could help, especially if your Raven Wing units get bogged down in combat. Your Terminators can come in and basically save them from that. So that's alright. Looking at a few of their enhancements, you have the Lord of the Hunt for 15 points. This veteran of the Raven Wing has spent mortal lifetimes in the saddle, lending mechanized cavalry to battle on countless worlds. Now this is for a Raven Wing model only, and the bearer's unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back. You can also reroll desperate escape tests taken for models in this unit. Not bad, not bad, but now let's look at their most expensive enhancement, the Stalwart Champion. Possessed of obdurate will, this warrior champion instills the indomitable resolve and absolute refusal to cede ground within his brothers. This is for a captain, a chaplain, or a lieutenant model only, and while the bearer's unit is not battle shocked, you add 1 to the objective control characteristics of model in this unit. Not bad. Again, it just helps you kind of keep and control these objectives. Now looking into one of their stratagems, you have the Illuminating Fire for a single command point. Raven Wing vehicles tear across the battlefield, identifying priority threats and targeting them with volleys of killing fire. A storm of blazing fury serves as a beacon for the wrathful battle brothers of the Inner Circle, who strive to bring final judgments to the enemy. This happens in your shooting phase just before a Raven Wing unit from your army has selected its targets. That Raven Wing unit then gets to select one enemy unit within 12 inches of your unit that was selected as a target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Until the end of the phase, each time a friendly Deathwing unit makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, add 1 to the wound roll. So this is basically like supporting fire from the Tau. You basically mark an enemy with your Raven Wing, and your Deathwing gets to add 1 to the wound roll against it. Again, it's showing the whole compatibility of both of these types of playstyles in one singular army. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's interesting, to say the least, but I don't think this detachment is anything like too overpowered or anything like that. If anything, I think I prefer the detachment for the Death Guard over this. I feel like the Death Guard one is a little bit better. However, it's interesting because if you do run a mix of both Raven Wing and Deathwing, why not try it out? But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Again, links are going to be down in the description so you guys can check out the full rules for the Grotmas new detachment armies that are going to be coming out every single day in December. A lot of new things to kind of explore and play around with, and I'm really looking forward to see what exactly we have in store for tomorrow. which is the Tyranids. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts, any ideas on running armies with these new detachments. Let me know in the comments. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.